Hey everyone, JJB here, back again with another VGC Wi-Fi battle, using the same team as we used in Monday's upload. We're rocking out with a metagross, salamence, garchomp, gyarados, arcanine and a porygon, and we've got an opponent today called Roxas, who is using a Marowak, a garchomp, Kartana, Tapu Fini, Mandibuzz and a Mimikyu. So I'm seeing it's kind of a potentially a Trick Room and Tailwind team, which is very interesting. Definitely going to be fun to play against. I've not really got any form of speed control other than Bulldoze on the Salamence, so we'll see how that goes. In terms of leads, I do really like our Salamence lead. Do I? Yeah, I think I do. It hits three of our opponent's members quite nicely. So I think we'll go Salamence, and I think we will lead off with... I quite like Gyarados as well, to be honest. Yeah, let's go Salamence and Gyarados. I fancy bringing Porygon in the back just for some bulk to take some hits. Obviously the Kartana's a bit of an issue, but Salamence has got Flamethrower, so it should be able to take that out. And I think we'll bring Metagross in the back as well. Yeah, I've run out of time. We're going to have to go Metagross now. I didn't want to bring the Garchomp because the Garchomp's holding a Z move, but so is our Salamence. So by bringing the Salamence, sort of negates the need for Garchomp in a way. I didn't really like Arcanine in that matchup at all. Not with the Marowak and the Fini. And the Garchomp as well. I didn't think it was going to be too good. So our opponent goes off with the Mandibuzz and Fini lead. So I'm predicting a Tailwind from the Mandibuzz here, to be honest. We get a Useless Intimidates off from both of our blue dragons. Obviously the Gyarados isn't a dragon, but should be. Misty Surge pops, which is going to boost the Mandibuzz's special defense. Yep, there it is. Okay, so I'm thinking a Moonblast is pretty obvious into the Salamence slot, and to be honest, I'm going to try and preserve Salamence to take out the Kartana if we can. So I think we're going to swap out into... I collect Porygon there. Yeah, Porygon does the most damage and stuff. We'll go with that. And with our Gyarados, we can't really do too much to either of our Mons, but I think we want to go for a Dragon Dance here. The Tapu Fini's not going to be able to do too much, I don't think, and neither is the Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz does have foul play though, actually, which might be a an issue for the Gyarados, but we'll see what they go for. We trace the Misty Surge, that's useless. And we get off the D-Dance. So we see we're already the fastest thing out on the field. It's not surprising, really. We see a Moonblast, hopefully into the Porygon slot, it's into the Gyarados slot. It's going to do a decent chunk of damage. And we see the Tailwind pop from the Mandibuzz. So I like the idea of going for a Toxic into the Mandibuzz slot here and protecting Gyarados. I don't want to take any more damage from the Fini really on this turn, or the Mandibuzz potentially. So we'll just try and get a poison off on the Mandibuzz. That should really reduce its longevity. So we get a Protect off, that's nice. We see a Moonblast into the Gyarados from the Fini, which is good to see. And we land the Toxic onto the Mandibuzz. I'm anticipating maybe a Toxic in return from the Mandibuzz. We see a Whirlwind into Porygon slot. Okay, so they're obviously slightly worried about Porygon. And we bring in our own Salamence for another set of Useless Intimidates. Okay. So we're going to get some nice Toxic damage off on a Mandibuzz. It does carry Roost, so the Toxic damage is always nice to negate that in a way. So Mandibuzz might want to swap out here. So are they going to want to target down Salamence, or... I think we just swap back out into Porygon, to be honest. Let's do that. Let's swap back out into Porygon, and let's go for a Waterfall from Gyarados here. Or not, Ice Fang. We'll go for a Waterfall onto the Mandibuzz. I think the Mandibuzz might want to swap out. It's not going to want to swap out. Why have I done this? I should have really gone for an Ice Fang onto the Mandibuzz. I'm thinking the Stab might do more in the end. We trace Misty Surge again. Porygon, stop trying. Does a decent chunk. It brings the Mandibuzz down to just over 50%. And we see an Ice Beam out onto what was the Salamence, and the Mandibuzz flinches. That's huge. So we can potentially KO the Mandibuzz here. We're going to go for Toxic onto the Finny, because why not? And we'll Waterfall that Mandibuzz slot and hopefully KO that. Part of me is wanting to go for another Dragon Dance with Gyarados, but if they double up into that slot, yeah, that'll be the end of Gyarados, and it's not worth it. I don't know what rating our opponent is. Obviously you can see on our screen just a second ago that we're quite low. We outspeed, we knew we would. The Mandibuzz lives on like a tiny, tiny sliver. Oh, that's so frustrating. And it flinches again, oh my goodness. Oh, and of course the Toxin doesn't work because you're in the terrain. It worked on the Mandibuzz because of the fact it's flying, which I didn't even consider. So thank goodness that, you know, that was a thing. And we see the Kartana come out from our opponent. That's going to want to be targeting down the Porygon, 100%. So we're going to click Recover. I think we should survive a hit. And with Gyarados, we're going to go for an... What have we got for this Finny? Nothing really. Let's go for an Ice Fang onto the Kartana. It's got a Sash in most likeliness, but it doesn't even need it. Oh, and we see, is that Z fighting? It is. Oh, that's going to be the end of Porygon. A big chunk of me was wanting to swap out into, you know, into Salamence there to take the fighting type move, and that would have been really nice. We'd have intimidated and would have, you know, absorbed the Z move. Porygon's got no hope here. Live. We don't live. We were never going to live. Stop daydreaming, guys. It's a crit anyway. So Porygon goes down. Katana gets its Beast Boost. Moonblast comes out. Gyarados lives. Gyarados lives. Very nice. We've still got nothing to take out this Finny. It's going to give us real problems. We need a Coco or something on this team, man. We do have the Flamethrower for the Kartana, so we're 100% going to go for that. And I think we'll protect with Gyarados. Yeah, we're going to protect. We know we outspeed his team. The protect here just basically means it's around to make sure that we can, you know, outspeed whatever comes in after this Kartana dies. The Kartana protects. We Flamethrower it into that Kartana slot, so they know now that we have that. You see a Moonblast into the Gyarados slot, so no one gets an attack off there. Everyone loses. Still see no reason to not go for a Flamethrower into that Kartana slot. And with Gyarados, I think we may as well just try and get some damage off on the Finny. Specs Finny? We didn't use another move other than Moonblast so far? I don't think so. So maybe we swap into metagross? Waste the boost, is that worth it? Nah, we'll go for a Waterfall, we'll hope we get another flinch. It's the best we can go for really, I think. Katana withdraws. It goes out into a Garchomp. So our opponent really needs to KO our Gyarados here, otherwise they're in trouble. Hopefully we flinch. Really hoping we flinch that We flinch that Finny. We don't, it Moonblasts. It's going to KO Gyarados. Oh man. An Ice Fang on that turn into the Kartana slot like we did last turn would have been awesome. Would have been really awesome. Okay. We're going to Z-move the Garchomp slot, and we're going to Meteor Mash the Finny. I think that's our best bet. We outspeed with our Salamence, which is, you know, great. That should guarantee us the KO on that Garchomp now, which is good. Devastating Drake. Let's go. I think this might be my favourite Z-move animation. I love like the massive purple dragon. So that KOs the Garchomp, which is great. Means we've still got that flamethrower around to KO that Kartana. Ice Beam, it's not Specs. It's not Specs, guys. Attack boost, no. Well, I think we lose then. I think we lose if we can't kill that Kartana. Oh man. I'm sure it only used Moonblast the whole game, hadn't it? Did it use Protect at any point or anything like that? I really can't remember. Well, out of spite, we're going to try and kill this Finny. Yeah, we'll go for a Meteor Mash. We've lost here, really. It's going to do about 50%. It doesn't do much. Mighty Water comes out. Should bring us to the point where another Sacred Sword will kill us. So yeah, it's going to be game for our opponent there. That's so frustrating. So the question here is, maybe Metagross got a low roll there and can survive a turn? Come on. Live. Live. We live. Meteor Mash comes out, it's going to do no damage. Ooh, it does no damage. Attack boost? No. How much PP does Sacred Sword have? Can we try and stall it? I don't think we can be that guy. Let's hope we get like a super mega crit and go for a bullet punch. Super mega crit. That's not a super mega crit. Sacred Sword comes out, it's going to KO our Metagross. Oh man, guys, that's so frustrating. I don't know what we could have done differently there, really. The real problem there was the Finny for us. Yeah, the Finny was the problem, and the Z move from the Kartana was an issue. If we'd have swapped out into our Salamence on that turn, we'd have intimidated the Kartana, we'd have survived that Z move easily. Yeah, I think that would have been the play to make there, and that could have, you know, turned the game quite differently for us. We'd have been able to eventually poison the Finny, you know, Thunderbolt the Finny if we needed to. So, yeah, that seems to be the play to make. But all in all, I don't think that was a terrible battle. Obviously, we lost, so it's not the best. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the battle, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel as well to make sure you stay up to date. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the comment section.